Lab Manual. Activity 1. Let's experiment that air has pressure. Materials required: 1 jar, 1 rubber band, string and a strong plastic bag. Procedure 1. Fill the bag with air. 2. Tie the air-filled bag upside down to the jar, with its mouth overing the opening of the jar. 3. Wind a string tightly around the bag and jar several times without crossing edges of jar and tie it with a bow knot. 4. Press down the bag, lean on it and rest objects on top of it. Observation: the objects don't go down. Conclusion: air pressure has great force. Activity 2. To study the structures present on leaf through an experiment. Materials required: a bottle, leaf, plastic sheet and clay. Procedure 1. Fill a bottle with water below 1 inch from the top. 2. Take a fleshly cut leaf with stem. Wrap plastic around the stem and place it into the bottle. 3. Cover the mouth of the bottle with clay. Make sure that the clay fits snugly around the mouth of the bottle. 4. Poke a hole through the clay and insert a straw. 5. Press the clay around the straw and bottle opening so that no air can escape. 6. The straw should not touch the water. 7. Stand in front of a mirror and suck the air out of the bottle with the straw. Observation: the leaf and stem act as a straw for the plant. As you drew air out of the plant, more air gets drawn into the bottle through the stomata and xylem. This is the same system that plants use to move water around. Conclusion: there are holes in the leaf called stomata and tiny tubes called xylem which run down the stem. Activity 3. To study the strange behavior of matter. Materials required: corn flour, bowl, 2 cups, water and rubber sheet. Procedure 1. Mix 1½ cup of corn flour with 1 cup of water in a bowl. 2. Slowly dip your fingers into the gooey mixture, then try slapping it hard with your hand or a heavy spoon. 3. Then try letting some of the gooey flow across a piece of rubber sheet. 4. Stretch the rubber slowly, then stretch it fast. Observation: when you stretch the surface quickly, molecules get tangled in each other and this stops them from splattering. In this way, the mixture behaves more like a solid. If you move them slowly or let them flow, they can run past each other and so the starch behaves like a liquid. Conclusion: the molecules in the starch are very large compared with the molecules of water. Activity 4. The study the relationships of air and pressure. Materials required: disposal, cups, string, tape and a table. Procedure 1. Find 2 disposal cups and some string. 2. Cut the string into 2 30cm pieces. 3. Using tape, attach the end of one piece of string to the bottom and one of the cups. Attach the other end to the edge of a table. 4. Repeat this with the other cup. 5. Position the cups so they hang off the table 4 or 5 cm apart and at the same height. You might need to adjust the spacing between the cups. Now blow between the 2 cups and see what happens. Observation: blowing between the cups drops the pressure, so the higher pressure of the surroundings air pushes the. Conclusion: according to Bernoulli's principle, in areas where air moves rapidly, pressure is low. Activity 5. Make a fire extinguisher. Materials required: 2 candles of different sizes, baking soda, glass, bowl, cup and vinegar. Procedure 1. Place a short candle and a slightly taller candle at the bottom of a large bowl. Also put some baking powder in the bowl at the bottom. 2. Both candles should be below the top of the bowl. 3. Light both candles, then pour vinegar on the baking soda. Observe the forming reaction. Observation: when the level of carbon dioxide has risen to the level of the flame will go out due to lack of air. Conclusion: when vinegar reacts the baking soda, carbon dioxide gas is produced. This gas is heavier than air, so it sinks to the bottom of the bowl and slowly begins to fill up the bowl as though it were water. Activity 6. to show that rusting of iron produces heat. Materials required: thermometer, jar with a lid, steel wool pad and vinegar. Procedure 1. Make a hole in the lid of a jar so that a thermometer can be placed through it. 2. Put a sensitive thermometer in the jar. 3. Wait 5 minutes and record the temperature. 4. Remove the thermometer from the jar. 5. Soak half of a steel wool pad in vinegar for 1 minute. 6. Squeeze excess vinegar out of the steel wool pad and put it in the jar. 7. Place the thermometer into the jar and close the lid. 8. Wait for 5 minutes. Record the temperature. What happened to the temperature? Observation: when this happens, heat energy is released. The heat. Conclusion: the vinegar removes any protective coating from the steel wool, allowing the iron in the steel to rust. Rusting is a slow combination of iron with the oxygen. Protect your environment. Save the earth. The earth neat and clean. We all are responsible to save our earth. We should follow some disciplines to keep our earth neat and clean. Pick up bits of paper from the floor and throw them into the dustbin. Place a bucket under a tap which drips. You can collect water and use that collected water. In this way, you save the water. Share a room with the others while reading or playing at home. In this way, you can save the electricity. You will use the fan and light of only one room. Switch off the light and fan while leaving the room empty. If your surroundings are neat and clean and you save water, you will help to keep the earth green. Fact file of the earth. Our earth is the third planet in the solar system. It was formed many years ago. It is believed that the earth was very hot when it was newly formed. There were no plants or animals on it. Later, there were rains and thunderstorms that cooled down the earth's surface. Slowly living forms started appearing on the earth. This is how life started on the earth. Dinosaurs were one of the earliest animals to have appeared on the earth. Earlier, people used to think that our earth is flat like a book. Later, scientists found out that our earth looked like a huge ball. The earth, our living planet. Our earth is the only planet to have plants and animals on it. It has land, air and water, which makes the earth a very special planet. Being at the right time, distance from the sun, the temperature of the earth, also perfect for living things. To save the earth, few simple things to do. You should separate garbage like cans, glass, paper, plastic, synthetic fabrics and rubber and drop everything off at the recycling center. Use that much water that is necessary to use. Do not waste even a single drop of water. Save energy, save light. Enough if you are going out of the room for some time, you should not forget to switch off the light. Trees are the most important for the earth. We have variety of plants which make our environment green. Plants give us food, fruits, furniture and clean air to save our life. Few ways to go green and save green. Always go green and save green at your home, at work. If we take action to stop the climate changes, we can make our lives better. Few steps to save the earth: save energy, save water, save gas, recycle your electronics. Plant as an air purifier. Air purifier is the most important tool and equipment that helps to clean air and the earth. In the environment, the toxic and dirty air is present that is not healthy for human consumption. In this regard, air purifier is the best remedy for such a nasty air. It can reduce most of the air pollution from the vicinity as pollens, dust and microbes in the form of bacteria and dirty gases. Always use non-toxic product at your homes. Open your windows to allow fresh air to come in. Use indoor plants. They can absorb dirty smell and gases from the air inside.